Hello fellow modders, and welcome to Feedback Friday. This series is dedicated to having a conversation about your questions, comments, and ideas. Thank you for joining me on the first episode. Let's get started. First up is Ben Redmond, who would like to see a presence control centered around 4.5 to 6 kilohertz. And be sure to check out his YouTube channel. He's a talented singer and guitar player.
If I can be my own, I feel better dead.
Thanks for the feedback, Ben. A lot of people are requesting a Vox treble boost. Boom Empanada is one. Aumide Oloid, sorry if I butchered that, also wants a treble boost. And of course, Maurice de Burt was the first one to suggest the Vox treble boost. I have to admit I didn't really know what a Vox treble booster was. So a quick search yielded all kinds of information. So 1960s Vox amps had distinctive British invasion sound, bright chimey sound. It says impart that extra glossy sheen. So, found some circuits. Circuits are relatively simple. So these here show an NPN transistor, but I think I've also found some with PNP. Those are all NPN. There's a PNP there. Relatively simple. They're all basic, just simple transistor amplifiers with a capacitor and resistor filters. I think I even have some germanium transistors I could try. So I'll save you a lot of the technical babble, at least for now. But I found this very good analog filter wizard on Analog Devices website. Free to use. And this is going to help us design the filter that we want with the frequencies that we want to focus on using operational amplifiers. And we'll get into those more later. But to use the tool, this one we want to use bandpass because we want to focus around a center frequency of right around 4.5 to 6 kilohertz. And first we can set the pass band, meaning what's the width of the frequency range that we want. So let's just say we want it to be 2 kilohertz wide. So that's right in the middle of, let's say, human hearing. And our center frequency, 4.5 to 6, let's just say we want center frequency of 5. 5 kilohertz sounds good. Alright. So this is the graphic representation of what we're requesting, and we'll just leave the filter response in the middle. It's telling us we're going to need 2 stages. So go with the components, and it even gives us the types of components that we're going to need. So this is a schematic of the different devices, the different electronic components required for that filter, 2 operational amplifiers, 4 capacitors, and a few resistors. So, like I said, we'll get into this more eventually, but for now, I just wanted to show you what's available. It even tells us the values and the tolerances of the components for this design, as well as the next steps. So I think it even generates like a bill of materials. So, real interesting. I probably will be using this in the future. Carolyn Burnett says that her amplifier doesn't work. The on-off button got pushed inside the amp box and won't turn on. That's a bummer, Carolyn. You said you're located in Tennessee. Maybe somebody nearby could offer assistance, or possibly if you share a picture or maybe some video, I or somebody else could maybe walk you through the repair. Otherwise, you'll have to wait for you to win this amplifier. And then we have this gentleman. I believe is a gentleman. Sorry, I have no idea how to pronounce this. It looks like Tommy. Is that Russian? Anyway, he's already moving on to the next project to upgrade a bass amp. Good idea. I'll put it on the list. So and stay tuned for that. Really don't know at this point when I'm going to get to it, but great idea, Tommy. Thanks. And one more for today. Alfredo Guevara. He lives in Peru and would like to change the grill cloth to be something more like the Marshall ones. Okay, we'll see what we can do. I'm up for that. I also, this amp has some white fluting around it, and so I asked about the white fluting, and he said, I think the white fluting is okay. I disagree. I think I'm going to remove the white fluting. I think I'm going to install LED light strip around the outside. Y'all let me know if you don't like that idea. If you really don't like that idea, I won't do it, but that's what I'm thinking at this point. Also, he said doesn't think he can participate. Maurice also said, being in, I think he's in Argentina, saying don't bother. Anybody in the world can participate in the drawing for this amp. I will get it to you one way or another. I realize that the shipping is expensive, but I want this to be fair for everybody. So feel free to participate. If you like and subscribe, I will put your name one time in the drawing. Everybody gets one chance. So thanks a lot for all the feedback, everyone. I'm looking forward to hearing more ideas. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time, we will get into some more of the electronics, but also point you to where you can get some basic electronics training, some tools and equipment to get you started, as well as we'll talk about the next modifications for the custom project. So again, thanks for joining. Take care, and you know what to do. But also, I lost my train of thought.